Coming up next is Terry Payne with some public information you might find interesting.
I'm here with City Manager David Watkins. Welcome, David.
Well, thank you, Terry, so much.
I think this is the first time we've done a segment together.
I think you're right. We need to do more of these.
Absolutely. And we'll start out with the topic of Kimery Park ball fields. Why are they not in operation?
Well, you know, we had a problem all summer with poor drainage, and just so happens on this particular day, we had a bad rain the day before, and you can see what happens when you don't have proper drainage. Because of the drainage problem, we had to shut down the park this fall in order to plan for a major renovation of this complex.
Well, what improvements need to be made so we won't be looking at what is behind us right now?
Okay, well, we need to rebuild the infields. We have 4 fields here at Kimery Park. All are in similar conditions. They don't drain. When we rake the field prior to a game, we churn up gravel, and it poses a potential danger to our players. And so our plan is to go into these fields beginning in January and install drainage, providing a better field after a rain, as well as putting in a new product called field turf, which is something that's used at some of the higher quality parks around the country. And I think when we do that, we'll be able to maintain this in a lot better condition.
Wonderful. Now, what is the city's plan to fund these improvements?
Well, our plan is to go before the West Central Planning and Development District, which receives state allocations called GIF revenue monies, and we have the support of our legislative delegation on asking for about $150,000 of GIF allocations to go toward making these improvements. The city is also going to chip in monies as well as Visit Hot Springs. So the combined project should cost somewhere in the neighborhood of about $350,000.
I see. Now, in the big picture, of course, Visit Hot Springs has on the drawing board a softball complex.
Right.
So how does Kimery Park in its softball facilities, how does that fit into the bigger picture?
We've had discussions with Steve Arison about partnering with the city on capital improvements here at the park, and maybe even helping to manage the park in the future as a prelude to actually building and managing the proposed sports complex out on Highway 270 and the bypass.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. That could be a major revenue generator because of the appeal of coming to Hot Springs, which is already very strong, as you know, and having first-class recreational facilities, which provide great opportunities for our local residents, but also will attract visitors from around the Southeast and Mid-South.
Well, Kimery Park is one of our many city parks, but is it that important to the city's overall quality of life?
Yeah, I think for 2 reasons. Number one, we know that people locate in communities because of quality of life, and this particular complex not only serves young people, it serves seniors. A lot of our players are in church leagues. We have youth softball. So it's really a major component of our quality of life, which is a component of economic development. On a regional standpoint, we already get tournaments here at Kimery Park from places as far as Dallas and Memphis, and we think by upgrading the facilities, we'll be even more appealing to that market, and that's a very, very strong market for tournaments, particularly during the summer.
So right now, Kimery Park is the city's only softball facility.
Yeah, in fact, there's only 2 facilities in Garland County, and we have, this is the only facility in Hot Springs. A lot of our players in Garland County have to go to Malvern or Arkadelphia, much smaller communities, so we need to really provide a better quality recreational product here in Hot Springs.
And as you've mentioned, people from all walks of life, all ages, use this facility very heavily.
Yes, I have seen young kids out here. I have seen 85-year-old men playing softball.
Yes.
That's a pretty diverse range of people.
And in the middle of the season, you can have hundreds and hundreds of people out here
watching
as well as playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's truly a family amenity. And I think that's one of the goals of the governing body here, the board of directors, is to provide opportunities for families. And this is definitely one of our assets.
And we'll definitely be keeping the community informed as to the progress of our plans for Kimery Park.
Yes, we don't have the funding in place yet. However, we've put the request in to West Central Planning and Development District and to Visit Hot Springs and to the board of directors. So we should know, I'd say, within the next month whether or not we got a funding proposal.
Well, thank you so much for updating us on the status of Kimery Park and the softball facilities here. And next week, we'll bring you more city news.
Thank you.